Hello. I believe I've just set up another live stream test. I just did a test and Luis was here to let me know that I was failing the test. So I did a live stream, or I wanted to do a live stream last night, and it was the first time streaming directly with OBS for about a year. I've been using StreamYard, but now I wanted to use OBS again and it didn't work out. And now I'm doing a test to see if it's working. And it says that I'm live, I'm streaming. I would like to know how fluid the movement and audio is. If anyone happens to get on the live stream, say hi in the chat. So this is, I haven't announced this because it's just a test at the moment. And I want to see as I move and do things and talk, if it's smooth. So I changed the bitrate. I changed, what was it called? CPU output. I increased it. CPU usage preset, set to ultra fast. Changed my bitrate. I had it quite high and now I put it quite low. And I still don't entirely understand everything on OBS, but I'm trying to figure things out. So I'll just put up some drawings of mine, some portraits, some paintings that have that I've made during live streams, and maybe just because. So this is actually a while ago. We did a 10-minute portrait challenge where every day for a month we were doing a portrait, and I think I did it twice, and once was all musicians. So these are some portraits that I did of Björk, and I had these two references and I couldn't decide which one I loved more. So on that day we did two 10-minute portraits because I really like this mask. It was so cool. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of these music ones, and I have some, what have I got here? 30 Faces, 30 Days, sketches. Oh right. I've just, it's just come up with a warning for me. The stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. The recommended what? What are you trying to tell me? Well, that's interesting. So, is it fluid, but the bitrate is too low? Why is that? Testing. It's good to do tests. I look forward to having this all figured out so that when I want to do a proper good, fun, nice live stream, that it's going to work. But it looks like everything's moving all right. Open widget. What does that mean? The stream status is good, it says, but not excellent. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 6,800 kilobytes per second. That is interesting. Okay, I wonder if I can actually change this while I'm in OBS. $6,800. Okay. I've changed that. So I had it set really high. I don't even really understand what it means. How many kilobytes per second it's communicating from the software to the live stream. And I had it set to like 100,000. And I thought maybe that was what was causing the problem. But now it says I'm not skipping any frame rates, which is good. Last time I live streamed, it was just like lagging and skipping all sorts of frame rates, which was no good. So now it says I have an excellent connection, and it says I have one viewer. Whoever you are, thank you for being here. Say hi in the chat if you feel like it, because it would be interesting to know. This is a little test where I'm just putting up some work of mine and making sure that I know how to use OBS next time I want to do a live stream, because I tried to stream yesterday and it didn't work out, which was a bit disappointing. But it was still nice because we did some, I had some friends in my Zoom room and we did some drawings anyway, even though the live stream didn't happen. So my Zoom friends and I got to have some fun together. And now I just want to make sure that things are going to be functioning smoothly next time I want to do a live stream, because I love doing live streams and drawing together with people, and it's nice if it's not choppy and laggy and that you can hear me and you can see what I'm doing. Those are pretty important things when doing a live stream, to be seen and heard. Otherwise, what's the point of logging in and joining a live stream? So I'm just bringing up, I have thousands of drawings that I could share with you, and I'm just sharing some just to see how the quality is. Ah, Clarice, you're watching from your TV. Cool. And how does it look on your TV? I'd love to know. Thanks for raising your voice in the chat. It was really cool. I just did, like 15 minutes ago, I did one of these test live streams, and Luis joined and he was able to tell me, oh, I can't hear you. The picture's really choppy. So it was really cool having Luis there, because he was just able to help me out with everything. So you could be my helper this time, Clarice, and if things are smooth, the sound is low. Oh, sound is low. I wonder, I could get close to my microphone, and then the sound is probably much better, because this microphone is pretty good, but you've got to be pretty close. And when I'm drawing, I'm over here. So maybe I could set it up so that the microphone's a bit closer. How does that sound? It looks good. That's good. I'm so glad to hear it. I was really excited to draw yesterday, and then the live stream just didn't work. But roll with the punches. Just hung out in Zoom and did some sketching there. It's funny. It's interesting and fun looking back through drawings of the past and kind of re-entering the moment of drawing something and seeing things that are like, I really like this. Seeing things that worked well, things that have carried on, because this was a couple of years ago that I did these as part of 30 Faces, 30 Days. Just move him over here a bit. It is great. That's great. So I just need my mic closer. Thank you. And the picture is flowing. The connection is excellent. So good. Thank you for being here and being able to tell me how things are. Thank you. I appreciate your appreciation, and I very much enjoy sharing and being able to connect and share what I have learnt, and just to be able to hold a space where we can do things together, because I think it's, even though many of us have never seen each other, I guess many of you perhaps have seen me from the live streams, but I know people's usernames and profile pictures, and I really appreciate everyone's participation, watching, drawing along in whatever way people choose to share and interact. It's really a beautiful thing, and I feel like so important, and really energizing for me, and I hope for other people who are joining in as well, that that we just get to hang out and create together, which is such a cool thing to do. So thank you, Clarice, and the two other people watching this test stream for tuning in and being here. And I guess it's working now. So thank you for being here and confirming with me that that things are working now. So next time I set up a really exciting live stream, it'll work, and we'll be back into the flow of things, and I'm sure it'll be lots of fun. Yeah, so these are, oh, I really like this one. This is from a lesson that David Tenorio taught. That's a really cool reference. And here one from Nadia Duff. Yeah, these are drawings from maybe 2 years ago, 30 Faces, 30 Days, which has always been a fun challenge to participate in and to teach in. Yeah, and I was just saying it was interesting looking back. Your name is Vanessa and you don't know why you got Clarice K. All right, Vanessa. Nah, it's the next level of knowing that when I see your profile picture and username pop up, that you're not Clarice, yeah, you're Vanessa. Yeah, it's cool looking back at these, and I see things that I'm like still doing now, and I remember at the time when I was drawing these that I hadn't used pencil for a long time. I think it was in this. There were a couple of 30 Faces, 30 Days where I had actually, I had been using exclusively ink for a long time, and I had been using oil for a while, and it's cool looking at these now and seeing things that I feel like there are some things about this that I feel have remained and become integrated in the way that I draw with pencil, which is cool. And then there are other things, like this was so these were all about between around an hour, maybe, the drawings that I've been showing. Do I feel more comfortable using certain pens or pencils? I like dark. If it's graphite, I like really dark pencils, so that there's you can put a lot of value down. So I'll often use a 6B or an 8B pencil. And for all of these pencil drawings, I'm pretty sure they were all just one pencil for the entire drawing. So even the darkest dark is the same pencil as the lightest. And maybe I know people that use really hard and light pencils, and they do amazing stuff with them. And it's just something I've never really understood, but perhaps there's still time to learn. And I love this pen, and this is a pen that I've used a lot. I've made classes all about using calligraphy pens. I don't have this particular pen on the desk at the moment, but broad edge drawing tools I love. So this is one here, which is a parallel pen, and this has a 3.8 millimeter nib. And the cool thing about these is that you get a lot of variation in your line weight, how thick and thin the lines are, because you can draw, just drag the nib straight down, or you can go broad with it, and this is all done with the one pen. And I love being able to do a lot with just one tool. So I make it look so easy. You start and then laugh at yourself, because it really isn't. Love the diversity in drawing mediums. Yeah, I also really like using different things, and I don't think I have a particular favorite. I like so many different things. There's one to have it. Yeah, this is a combination that I've enjoyed recently. For a while I was making a lot of my own pigments and inks. So this is a combination of, I think, walnut ink with magenta pencil, and I really like the combination of using the pencils and then doing an ink wash with it. So can get in a bit closer, yeah, that just like this here. I really like that combination. For a while I wanted to source all of my own materials to work with, and I made a lot of pens and stuff, but I found that using ink only wasn't very quick, because wet media takes a while to dry, and the combination of using a pencil and then ink or watercolor is something that I've really enjoyed a lot in the past year and a bit, I guess. But yeah, I'm always interested in different media, trying different things out, and I kind of switch between, so I don't really have a specific favorite. And I make it look easy because I've practiced a lot. And that's part of what I'm hoping to share and offer is just the context to be able to practice in. So with my Tuesday Zoom sessions and with the live streams, I never feel at a loss for what to draw because there's always things to draw. But I remember when I was like learning stuff and I would just sit and be like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? And there were communities and websites and stuff that I benefited from where it was like, here, we're going to draw this and just like get into it. And I guess that's part of what I like to offer is just like, you just come and you draw along and get the practice because it just, it looks easy just because I've done it a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. And because I know that I've heard things along the way as I've been learning that have like really been aha moments where things have clicked and I've understood things differently, whether it's about line weight or value. So just being able to do it together and to show and to share, I hope that maybe there are some things that that can help you in your further practice. And it just takes consistent practice and an enjoyment of it. And it's not always a great result, but if you're able to just put in the practice, pick a beautiful reference or something that's kind of intriguing so that the time you spend with it, diving into it and looking at it and studying it, whatever the outcome is, it's never a waste of time. It's so if you can find a context that makes the practice really rewarding and satisfying, or just like calming and focusing, then I think that's a pretty good setup for being able to put in all of the time it's going to take until that kind of fluency comes into the practice. But yeah, definitely in-person art friends. Yeah, that would be so nice, right? I've done a lot of online stuff, which is great, but it is nice just to be in a space with people doing the same thing. And in New York City, there are so many people, so there must be people there. But yeah, how do you get in touch with the I guess it's an interesting challenge that you have, Vanessa, to be reclusive, but also yearning for in-person art friends. I was in New York, and I went to the Society of Illustrators. There was a live drawing session, and that was really cool. And yeah, I imagine there would be events where people come together and you can kind of, maybe at first it's just that it's about the drawing, and I wonder maybe there's an opportunity to connect to people, or just like even just to be in a shared space, perhaps being at live drawing sessions or some drawing sessions, even if it's not, you're not conversing but you're focusing on drawing, but there are people in the room with you. I think it's a special experience, and to know that you're all there, you're all focused and doing the same thing together, that's pretty cool. So thank you to everyone who tuned into this live stream test, and there are 4 of you here now, which is nice. I've just been looking through some drawings, and Vanessa, aka Clarice K, has been helping me because I wasn't sure if this was going to work out, because I tried to live stream yesterday and it didn't work out, but now it's working with Vanessa's help, so thank you very much. And yeah, the thing I wanted to do yesterday, and I hung out in Zoom with some people after the live stream didn't work, and we did some drawing anyway. And these are 2 drawings I did, which I really enjoyed, from the photography of Dino Serrao. And I'm going to do a live stream where we draw some of Dino's references. And I can actually show you the references that I had lined up because I've got them here in OBS. Because this is Dino, and I'll just go through showing some of the reference. So this was this one, Isabel from Argentina, I believe. Dino is an amazing photographer who travels and has a really lovely Instagram account where he walks up to people and says, "Hey, I'm a street photographer and you look great and I was wondering if I could take your photo." And a lot of people say yes. And it's really beautiful seeing his interactions with these people, and it's just like a treasure trove of wonderful faces and portraits from around the world. So these are the images I had lined up for the live stream, which we didn't do yesterday. But now things seem to be working. So I'll set a date and we will draw these together. So these will be 10-minute portrait practice. And here, Caterina from Italy. We'll be working on these together in the near future. And I can't wait for that to happen. So, Ruth is here too. Cool. Yeah, it's working. Cool. You went to visit Slew, an artist on Instagram. Cool. Yeah, I just saw something. Slew is hosting a self-portrait challenge at the moment until the 24th of August. And I saw that he has a brick and mortar place where people come to draw. So you went there to a drawing session or just to say hello? That's super cool. Yeah, I'd love to have something like that. I'd like to have a place. I live in a village where there's just like 700 people. I don't know how many of them draw. But to be... Oh, you've seen him on Instagram. Yeah. To have a place to be able to do what I do online, which I love, but to be able to do that in a context where you're actually with people, listen to music together and just like create and vibe together. That would be so cool. Who knows? Maybe one day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ruth and Vanessa, especially. You're in the video, a portrait demo. You'll have to send me the link on Instagram and I'd love to see it. That'd be cool. All right, I'm going to go, and thank you so much for being here and being part of this successful live stream test, so that next time I can confidently start a live stream and know that things are going to work out. And maybe I'll put my microphone a bit closer so that I can just speak really closely to the microphone. Thanks so much. It's really awesome having you here, Vanessa and Ruth, and anyone else who tuned in. And maybe I'll leave this up. If you watch the replay and you get all the way to the end, then amazing. Thank you. Like and subscribe. I love you. Thank you so much. Take care.